morning, guys. So today is gonna be a long day. I have a couple service calls I gotta go do, so I'm gonna try and bring you guys along for a couple of them and see which ones I'm able to record. But for right now, I got a nice machine down. I think it's an isomatic. I'm not sure. So I guess it's on, but it's not dropping any ice. So let's go check it out and see what we find. Before we get to the jobs, let me throw these things away. It's Monday, so I like to throw away all my trash Monday mornings. Shit. Cause you're a tough guy. Perfect. Fuck. There's trash. Trash. That should be it. Ugh. Everything looks nice. So that's trash. This one goes here. Trash. And that should be it. Fuck, I gotta need to reorganize all that. Alright, let's go now. Bag. My walkin. Alright guys, so where's the panel? It's a Hoshizaki. Everything's running. No eyes. I can hear condenser running. Compressor's off. So let me go ahead and take this panel off and see why my compressor's not turning on. Okay, so I got 0 volts. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and check these fuses. Because a lot of times this one pops up. Oh yeah, that's popped. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's popped. So let me go ahead and look for some spares, because a lot of times I do have them here. And go from there. So this is a new one. That's the one that was burned out.
No problem.
So let me go ahead and put it in, see what happens. Alright, so I got the amperage running. Let's turn it on. See what happens. My compressor's still off, so but now I got the gearbox running, and whenever I came here this was off, and I'm pretty sure gear motor fuse, yeah, so that one was for that. So now let's keep checking further. Yep. So now the gearboxes are running. I know this one's have a timer. I think it's this one right here. So let me go ahead and call manufacturer and just see if that's the one I'm talking about. Oh, compressor just kicked on. 2.5 amps. Huh. So I'm guessing in order for the compressor to kick on, my gearbox has to be on. So I'm thinking that's what's happening. So I'm gonna go through and check through the electrical and see if that's the case. Condenser's on. 7 amps. Compressor 120, 7.5 amps. Lock rotor 54, so 7.5. So we should be good on the amps. Alright guys, so I'm taking the temperature of the motor. As you guys can see, it's making nice now. So amperage for the motor should be around 3 amps. 3 amps. I'm getting 1.9, so that's looking good. Alright guys, so a couple things wrong with that ice machine. When I arrived, the gearbox and the compressor were off. Only my condenser was on. So what I know about this ice machine is that the gearbox has to be on in order for the compressor to kick on. So once I replaced the fuse, the 3 amp fuse, both of them kicked on. Checked the amperage for both of them, they were perfectly fine. What I'm thinking it happened was it's just dirty, and maybe something was overamped because it was dirty. Also, I noticed that the cover, the white cover on the bin, it was missing. This ice machine doesn't have a regular ice bin sensor. This one has it that once the ice builds up all the way to the top, it shuts off the unit with the flap. It has like a flap. So that white piece was missing. It wasn't in. So that can also cause the fuse to pop because I guess it overamps it or something like that. That's what manufacturer told me. So I put the cover back in. I'm gonna recommend for us to come back and do a deep clean, because I also did notice that the condenser was pretty packed up. So just in case you guys might want to know why I didn't clean it, is because the unit is running, so that's the plus. But second thing is it has to be quoted out for us to do a deep clean on the ice machine. Hopefully it's me, that way I'm able to record it and show you guys. But yeah, like I said, ice machine is running fine. Fuse was popped, dirty condenser, dirty evap, so we'll go from there. Also guys, I almost forgot to mention this. This ice machine does not have a water filtration system on it. It doesn't have the water filter, doesn't have the piping, nothing. It just runs straight through. So what I'm actually really thinking what's happening is you got all that calcium buildup on that gearbox. So that gearbox is ramping over time and popping that fuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend for us to install one also, but if it keeps happening, then we're just gonna go ahead and recommend the gearbox itself. I completely forgot to tell the manager about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back in and let him know about that and just put it as recommendation and see what we're able to do. Alright, so I just pulled up to the next job site. This one, I guess the walk-in cooler door's not closing properly, so it shouldn't take that long. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can record. And also after this one, I believe I have a warranty call for a Randell. I guess it's not cooling, so I'm gonna get this one done and then head over to that Randell and hopefully maybe we'll record also. All right, so I guess the issue is that every time they lock it, it still opens up. So I'm gonna try and scoot this a little bit forward and see maybe that stops it. I had to make the holes on them. I had to scoot a little bit forward. Now we should be good. Alright guys, so I just got a word from the office. I gotta go to a walk-in cooler down. I guess it's temping like about 50 degrees. So instead of me working on that Randell, I'm gonna go ahead and work on that walk-in. So let's start jamming that way. That's the thing about refrigeration, is that your schedule is always changes. Whenever you think your whole day it's already planned, nope, something else comes in and you got to take care of it. So that's why it's not good to make plans after work, because you never know what time you're getting home basically. So let's go to the walk-in cooler, see if I'm able to record or not. Also with this door, well, the complaint was that the employees kept opening up the door way even when it's locked, and that's the beer, so they try to, you know, keep that thing closed. Like I said, it's beer. So got that up and running. Now it's closed, so we should be good on that. Now let's head to that walk-in. Alright guys, so manager complained that anytime they get here in the mornings, everything is frozen up. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the temperature, see if it's set correctly. Also check if it's calibrated or not. Right now temperature inside it's at 36. So let me go ahead and go upstairs and check it out. So I just heard the unit shut off on temp. So man, there's no space at all in here. Just imagine if it fall down there, Jesus. Okay, so that's the amount of space I have to work on. And right now it's at 35. So I know on the bottom it was around 30 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the set point. Condenser looks clean. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, it was clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and check set point and then go from there. All right guys, so just off the start, a couple of things I noticed. If you guys can tell how corroded that is. I found it on the drain pan itself, and also this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures, because this unit is pretty new. So I'm gonna go ahead and send pictures, see if it's under warranty, see if we can replace those wiring and maybe change, yeah, I might as well change the whole starting components just to keep it on the safe side. So also I found the set point pretty low. I found it set to 32 degrees, so that's kind of too low for a walk-in. So I set it back to 35. I'm gonna go ahead and let it run, see what else I find. But yeah, I mean, look how corroded that is. Let me just check the evaporator. Both fans are running. I mean, 3 fans are running, so we should be good. Oh. Okay, compressor just kicked on. I'll go ahead and put that one in a minute. Condenser's on. Alright, so it kicked on at 41 degrees. Side glass is full. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait, see what time it shuts off, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so found the issue. 33 degrees. I set the temperature to 40 degrees and it's still running. So it's intermittent inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend that temp control. Because what I'm thinking is happening, it's just it runs constantly and ices up the rest. Yes, I went all the way down to 32, 32, 33, 32. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and recommend the temp control. It's not shutting it off. And we should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and order that temp control with the sensors. Usually when we order a sensor with the temp control or whatever, we just order the whole pack itself. So I'm gonna order the sensors and the control. I'm also going to go ahead for us to rewire and install new starting components on that walk-in. I know it's just the wires that are, the metal is just corroded, but from my experience, what I've seen is you're better off just replacing the starting components and the whole wiring, just to be on the safe side, because you never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend to come back and replace sensor, control, and starting components, and then also fix the wires for the fan. So I got a couple more service calls. I don't think I'm gonna be able to record because I gotta get them done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you till next time. So on my way home, and I realized it was 5 o'clock and it's Monday. So one of the HVAC gods himself is live right now. So it makes my 2 hours drive home feel a little bit less stressful, because usually the podcast lasts about an hour and a half. So thank God.